Welcome back. In our last video, Kayla and I flew to San Antonio, Texas. While we were there, we ran into the legendary Curran 1776 from BattlBox. After getting to know Brandon, we made the decision to go buy cowboy hats, and boy, was it an experience. While we were there, Kayla also decided to get herself a cowgirl hat, and she loves it. After we walked out of Paris Hatters, I'm telling you that hat was glued to my head the entire weekend. In fact, here's a completely unnecessary bathroom selfie of me wearing my cowboy hat before dinner. And as promised, on the following day, Brandon gave us the location where the bus would be picking us up. And when he said there was going to be a busload of people coming, he was not kidding. There were friends, family members, vendors, people from all sorts of walks of life. It really made the 2.5 to 3 hour drive out to Drive Tanks go by incredibly fast because I was spending my time getting to know these people, who they are, where they're from, and what they bring to the table. As we got away from the city and into the deserts of Texas, I really got an understanding of what the terrain was going to be like. We live in coastal Georgia where it's sort of like the swamp meets the ocean and it has its own type of beauty. But I feel like the deserts of Texas present some scenery that we were not familiar with. It was super cool getting to see the shrubs and the bushes and the wildlife that thrive in these types of environments. Once we actually pulled up to Ox Ranch, I was blown away at these facilities. This place is so much bigger and so much cooler than I expected. From the exotic wildlife to the beautiful architecture and the impressive collection of historical military equipment, this place is an absolute must-see if you are ever in this part of the country. Once we actually got to the museum portion of the facility, we were blown away at the collection that they had on hand. As you can imagine, with Kayla and I both being Army veterans, and in particular, she is a history buff, getting to see weapons that we had only read about in textbooks was quite an incredible moment. While we were waiting on people to sign their waivers and for some of the C-level employees to get some of the logistics handled, I decided to test out some smelling salts. If you've never smelled ammonia before, it's wicked. It's not a good experience at all. It hurts everything, but it's hilarious to watch people smell it. And what I'm gonna tell them is, hey, which of these 3 smelling salts is the strongest? You can see all 3 of these are completely unopened, and I have 3 different brands here. One's called Yep Smelling Salts, Wake the Up. This one's called Atomic Redline Rhino. And finally, we have Ward Smelling Salts, bottled Insanity XL. I guess it's extra large bottled Insanity. This stuff is like seriously not enjoyable whatsoever, but I'm gonna have to make people smell it. Just give it a little, you know.
It assaulted my nasal cavity. Oh my God.
So that was the first one.
An air stab.
An air stab?
Yeah.
I kind of like that description. Here's the second brand. Let me know how this one suits you. More tolerable?
Both sucked.
And we have a third brand here. This one is Atomic Rhino.
That sounds terrifying.
Nice color though, isn't it?
Oh, it looks absolutely terrifying. Whoa!
You handled that incredibly well. I will say that was impressive. You have a preference between the 3 here?
I put a lot of up my nose in my day, and that was pretty intense.
Do you have a preference?
Which one do I prefer?
Yeah.
No.
No, none of them?
No.
No, all 3.
A lot of ammonia.
Yeah, let's go.
That was good. We had a lot of people interested in sniffing stuff. Now, just to reiterate, the whole purpose of this event was to give 5 lucky contestants the chance to win $100,000 if, and only if, they could shoot a basketball with a Sherman tank. These 5 contestants were active BattlBox members who had been lucky enough to receive a golden ticket which was randomly assigned inside one of their BattlBox subscription boxes. Kayla and I were not eligible for the $100,000, so we were just there to cheer for them. Unfortunately, nobody was able to hit the basketball, but that did not put a damper on anyone's mood. We had an incredible time getting to show off this firepower. This thing is incredibly powerful.
3, 2, 1!
Nothing can truly prepare you for what it feels like to stand next to a tank when it sends off one of these rounds. When this thing goes off, you feel it in your chest. You can see from the videos from the other people shooting, it literally will blow the hat off of your head. Some people even had their headgear or their hearing protection knocked off of them. Just look at Kayla's hair after this thing goes off. I don't know what this look is. I think it's like the Medusa look, but it's hilarious. After a very long, very hot day, we decided to pack things up, get back on the bus, and return to San Antonio. The river walk itself is something super unique to San Antonio that I think everyone should get to experience. There's bars and restaurants and entertainment and boat rides, and I know I mentioned in the last video that I had been stationed at Fort Sam Houston for a short period of time, so I was familiar with the area, but I love spending my time here. We ended up at a restaurant called The Republic, where we had food, drinks, fellowship, and we even had a chance to celebrate Brandon's birthday.
Happy birthday to you! Happy birthday!
And really truly, the fun didn't stop there. The following day, we met up again, spent time exploring the Alamo, the Tower of the Americas, and some of the other really cool features that San Antonio has to offer. Kayla and I feel that we clicked really well with the BattlBox team, and it was clear that we were going to create more content together in the future. If you want to see more content from me and Brandon, please, please, please like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. See you soon.